Alright guys, Red here. There was an Inside Star Citizen the other day and it involved mission modules. At the beginning of this episode there was a bit of an apology from Jared for the 3.18 debacle and a reassurance that the team are working as hard as humanly possible to get things back on the rails. With that said, I've managed to get in myself to 3.18 a few times, and when things do run, they run very, very well, I've noticed. A definite increase in my frame rate there, and even just the performance of opening boxes and accessing terminals, things like that. Everything seems a lot snappier than it did in previous builds. Anyway, mission modules. So, the objective of mission modules is to try and create a unified modular way to create missions within the game. So this involves all the missions across the Star Citizen universe, and it's hopefully going to change it in a way so that it is expandable and interchangeable. This should be great for things like bug fixing, as the previous mission systems were all scripted in different ways by different people, and it always meant a lot of going over and over old script every time something else in the game had to be updated. It should also be really good for adding new mission modules within mission modules and having that all wrapped up in one overlying framework. This is a really big step for the game, and going forward it should really be a great help to expansion and proliferation of varied mission types and gameplay. What the team are currently working on are resource collection missions, whether that be from Salvage on mining, and even other things were mentioned. The example given was wheat, but that was clearly a joke. But it would likely mean that some of the other assets in the game would finally have some mission related utilization. So for like a salvage contract, for example, you would be given a point in space or a certain wreck to go and visit. There might be other NPCs there as well, and you'd have to salvage that and then hand it in, and that would be the mission complete. Or there might be illegal variants where you might have some enemies showing up. A chicken ship was mentioned, one that if you fight and you happen to be winning, it might flee the scene and bring back friends to help kick your ass, and if you beat them, possibly a Carrack shows up, or if you let them go, possibly a Carrack shows up. Also possible is nothing shows up and you're free to salvage away. And with that, we're starting to see the modularity in place, how the designers of each mission could possibly change and vary the outcomes or the way things play out for each mission in a way that might be a little bit more unexpected than the last time that you've done the mission, which is all good. That's definitely a massive positive. A package extraction mission was also mentioned, where the Nine Tails have took over another platform and they're in possession of prototype ship components belonging to Crusader. A contract might go out to many players to get it back. So essentially like a smaller scale Siege of Orison, utilising those Orison platforms again for some FPS gameplay. Bounty plus salvage missions were also mentioned, meaning you go out there, you kill a bounty, and then you salvage the wreck, and then the mission is complete. Mining missions are on pause at the moment, but they will definitely be coming along at some point, and we're starting to see how this could create a system where multiple missions can be changed and varied while still maintaining that underlying core logic, so that they're easy to expand upon and or bug fix if the need arises. And a perfect example was given where you take on an eliminate all contract, where you go underground and kill a bunch of people, and when you get there there's a bounty overhead that you have to kill first, and then once you've been underground and killed everyone, maybe an item spawns, and that will then create a delivery mission. So it's like chaining different missions together, all working seamlessly to create a different or unique experience each time. So we're looking at variations on salvage missions, mining missions, and also crafting missions was also mentioned as well. And I must say, as someone who's followed along, not since the start, but for, quite a while now, the game is starting to shape up rather nicely. And I do believe in my heart of hearts that if these guys pull this off, it will be one of the best space games in existence. Thanks for watching, guys. Remember the Patreon, remember like and subscribe for more Star Citizen news delivered straight to your Mobiglass feed. 07.